private, proprietary laboratories. Now, the scalar wave, that is the wave that has a zero resultant for the electric field and a zero resultant for the magnetic field, but it's composed of components which are waving and moving and communicating and everything else, is the universal wave in the universe, totally undiscovered as yet in Western science. But you can make it for 10 cents on the laboratory bench. You can convert a radar very simply to be a scalar radar, for example. These waves come from and go to the nucleus. They go right through the Faraday cage. They do not interact with the electrons unless you have the most extreme nonlinear situation you've ever heard of. They don't move electrons. And you can go right through any Faraday cage. You can go right through the Earth, for example, and you can go through the ocean with megahertz signals using these techniques. As we sit here talking, the Soviet Union is communicating worldwide. As of 10 days ago, they were communicating on well over 37 frequencies in their command and control systems for the large weapon systems they built for strategic weapons in this fashion. I have a personal friend that can deliver on the shelf the communication system, prototype already built and tested, that will prove that statement. And I challenge anybody in the United States outside of him at the present time to measure that communication system. These are nuclear waves. They communicate between nuclei. And if you put in that substructure the correct pattern, you can go in and transmute elements. In modern physics, to make a proton a neutron or vice versa, all you got to do is flip one quark. And that is simply a pattern in the substructure. A man was nominated for the Nobel Prize in 1977 for proving that biological systems transmute elements, even though they only have millivolts and microvolts to use. And I bet you didn't even know that. His name was Kervran. Today he's dead. All the nuclei of the universe are in constant communication. Much of vacuum space-time is made up of these scalar waves between the nuclei throughout the universe. Another thing that came out of the general relativistic wave, these are general relativistic waves. Special relativity does not apply. We are always in a curved space-time when we're using them. Part of the thing that came out of the theory is you are no longer confined to the speed of light at all. If you're clever, you can get almost any velocity you want to, whether it's slower than the speed of light or faster. Tesla, for example, who was using these kinds of waves shortly after 1900 and keeping it a deep, dark secret, Tesla reported speeds of 50 times the speed of light. I have personally participated in an experiment which kicked out an electromagnetic wave of this type at 8 times the speed of light. If you'll check the Russian literature, and I'll give you the references if you're interested, the speed of light is variable anyway. It's been known for 80 years by the astronomers that the speed of light in a hard vacuum on the surface of the Earth is a little faster than the speed